All right, hello. My name is Nick. I'm new to barefoot running and minimalist running, but I thought I wanted to do a review of the Shamma sandals just to help people out. There's a lot of sandals out there, um, and I know when I was looking for a pair, it was hard to find. So I ended up getting these Shamma Warriors, the leather edition, and I'm super happy with these. So just to go over parts of the sandal. So we have a goatskin leather footbed in tobacco brown. Super comfortable. Right when I got these, I put them on and was just blown away at how comfortable they could be. It felt really like a extension of the foot, can with the outsole, I guess it's on here, the rubber in the bottom of the sandal. Super comfortable, really like an extension of the foot compared to the Zero shoes, Z Clouds that I had that felt like just a piece of rubber on there. This footbed too, I will say, is out of the box, it felt pretty slick. And even now that they're broken in, still when I put them on, it feels pretty slick and slippery, but with just a little bit of moisture. So once you start going, if you're sweating a little bit, or if maybe there's a little bit of water on the ground, once that gets onto the leather of the sandal, they can stick right to your foot and it's awesome. Now, if they get too wet, so I went for a run through some grass that was being watered and the sandal got soaked and it was almost not usable. My foot was slipping all over the place on this. Kept kind of jogging, walking until it dried out a little bit, and then I was able to continue the run. But definitely something to consider is when these get super wet, it's almost like your foot's hydroplaning in there. Like when you go to step, if there's a lot of water, the water gets sandwiched between your foot and the leather, and it just slips all the way off the sandal. Regarding the straps on these, so this elite lacing system that Shamma is super proud of, I find it very comfortable. The straps feel great. This ultra suede that they use on the heel and these instep and outstep posts right here is super comfortable. I haven't had any problems with hot spots or blisters in those areas at all. The lacing system is really easy to use. There's a lot of videos, even Shamma made some, they're on YouTube somewhere, that you can go find how to set it up. And I think it works out really good. Even the stitching and things like that, it seems pretty flat in the sandal, so I don't see that rubbing, and I don't have areas broken down at all. The way these can be tightened down is this tension strap right here. If I take off this collar, there's a little tab and you pull that, and then that helps tighten down the sandal, and that's covered by this little elastic strap that's right here. Hopefully I have some better b-roll with that, and that seems to work pretty good. You know, every couple runs I'll go down and tighten it, and no problems with that. The little elastic collar that's on there seems to stay pretty good. The Velcro that's on here, so my 13-month-old just learned to use Velcro, so this probably gets taken apart way more than a normal person's sandal would, just because he gets into it, and I haven't had a problem with that. The Velcro stays really well, and I don't see it coming undone, and while I'm on runs and things, it doesn't feel like it's getting loose. The toe post, so up front here, this was something I was worried about. The first run I went on, before really dialing in the tension on these, it was uncomfortable. I started out with a really big hill and I was slipping down there, and that would just dig into your toes, and that was so uncomfortable. But with proper adjustment, that definitely has gone away, and I find it pretty comfortable. Even now, if I'm on a super steep area, or if the ground isn't level and it's tilted one way or another, and your foot slides off, that's uncomfortable, but you know, I can slow down, adjust, and I'm good to go. They also, Shamma makes power straps, which is a strap that can go across the top of your forefoot here. And I think that might help, just a little more tension. So definitely something to consider there. Now on the bottom, these are pretty grippy, and most of my running, 99%, is on pavement, cement, concrete, roads, and I haven't had much of a problem. Especially compared to the Zero shoes that I had, those felt like a thick piece of rubber, not cushioned at all. But the leather with whatever this rubber, this Vibram outsole, I think it is super comfortable, super squishy. Let's see if I can get it to focus, but it's definitely smoothed out a lot right here from me striking the ground. But I still feel like I have good enough grip to go for runs on the day-to-day. I have no problem with that, and I'll keep using them. Through grass and dirt, I feel like there's just enough grip that it's comfortable. I don't know if I'd want to do too much intense hiking and things like that with these because of that. Maybe a different pattern, lug pattern or whatever on the ground on the bottom of the sandal would be better. But I think for most hiking and stuff, I'd be very comfortable using these. Now, the last thing I want to touch on are these posts that are on the bottom here, and in front. Those actually sit out quite a bit. And this one's worn down now in the front, but in the back, that was another thing that concerned me. I was like, ooh, am I going to feel these? Are these going to be super loud when running and clicky like some of the other Huarache style sandals are? And they're not. Honestly, these are a lot quieter than the Zero shoes that I had. And I don't even notice that those plugs are there. When running through grass and dirt and stuff like that, sometimes it will get trapped underneath. There's a little bit of a gap, but you can pull it out. I haven't had a problem with it coming up and through the top of the sandal at all. So overall, pretty good. So to sum all this up here, so as far as cons go, definitely if you live in a really wet environment, if you're going to be going through streams, water, if you're planning on using these for hiking, I don't know if the leather version's the best. That they do make a non-leather version. I have not tried it, but I would imagine it's going to be a little bit better and more secure while they're wet than these ones are. As far as pros go, though, I think these are super comfortable for being only, I think it's 5 millimeters in thickness. These are super comfortable and really do feel like an extension of your foot. I've almost only used them on pavement, and I feel like they've been okay. I haven't had too many problems with my feet or knees or ankles or anything that after running. The top of my left foot's a little sore, but I don't think that's specifically because of these sandals. And I saw this in another video, someone was talking about them, but with the leather on top, I do feel like these blend in to a regular outfit a little bit better if that's something you care about. So they almost look like regular flip-flops, and with that leather, they really do blend in with other outfits and things, even with the big heel strap and things along the back. So they might be able to be used in more environments if you're in a more dry climate and you have light hiking and things like that, or runs in mind. These could be a great option for sure. So that is, and in the end, I would definitely recommend these. So if there's other shoes that you think would be interesting, let me know. I'd like to try them for barefoot shoes or minimalist style running, that kind of thing. And if you've tried the Shamma Warriors in the leather or the non-leather version, tell me what you think. I'd be very interested to see if you had a difference in those. But these leather ones are fantastic. So thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.